everybody. So I wanted to jump on here and kind of do a bit of a inspiration type video, I guess. My quote unquote background before I started doing journals, I did a lot of scrapbooking and a lot of scrapbooking. My daughter's 25 now, and I've scrapped her whole 18 years up till she turned 18 or so. She graduated from high school and all that. I've scrapped all that. So that's what I've been doing the past, however many years. One of the things that I did that I absolutely love, and I still call it a work in progress because I'm in the process of figuring out what to do with it because it turned out so much bigger than I expected it to be. And I'll kind of show you guys how thick. It's a 3-ring binder, but it's pretty big. I'm not pleased with where I've got it. All that to say, but it's together, so that's one thing. This is my grandmother. Everybody called her Mimi. So this is my Mimi, and my Mimi loved to bake and cook and create, and she snipped recipes from everything that had recipes. She lived through the Depression, and so therefore she was very frugal and, again, snipped recipes from wherever she could snip recipes from. Growing up, she had a big hutch in her kitchen, and she always had a drawer. The main big drawer was full of paper stuff. Growing up, I didn't really pay attention to what it was, but as she got older and once she passed, she passed away in 2011. But once she passed and we started cleaning out her house and all that, I took the contents of her drawers, her kitchen drawer, because it was very vintage, old recipes, handwritten recipes, all that good stuff. And so I boxed it all up and kept it because I am a paper person and old paper is very precious to me. And of course my Mimi was very precious to me. So what I did with that drawer is created this book, and I've labeled it Her Drawer. Here's a little story about her, and about this book is a collection of the pieces that she had collected over the years. This is a look in her drawer, basically. So yeah, that I just kind of want to do a flip through with you guys to give you some inspiration. I've played around with the idea of doing a cookbook type journal, and so if you are playing around with that, or if you have a Mimi who is absolutely precious to you and cooks a lot and bakes a lot and has handwritten recipes, maybe this will inspire you. So yeah, I'm not going to do a whole lot of talking, I don't think, but I just kind of wanted to flip through here. Hopefully the pages are not too shiny and glaring, but basically I just scrapbooked collage with her recipes. Majority of these are in her handwriting. Some of them are not, but again, she had little snippets from magazines, from her handwriting, little snippets here and there. Let me get you in frame so you can see it. Her handwriting, she made little notes on it. This says June makes. June is my aunt, her daughter. Every year for Thanksgiving we gathered. She baked pies a lot. She baked pies mainly, but cookies. She always had Rice Krispie treats going on. The first part of this scrapbook is like more savory type things. Towards the back, it gets into her sweets. Again, some of these are not her handwriting, but they were in her drawer. This, this is Carolyn Taylor, Port Lavaca, Texas. So I guess her friend sent it to her. But it was a way for me to preserve, again, her handwriting and the love of cooking and baking that she always did, along with being able to preserve the vintage paper. And here's a recipe for meatloaf off of the pet milk can. This was a ham rolls recipe that my sister used to always make, and my Mimi wrote it down. And my sister's last name is Dar, so ham rolls by Dar, and so she wrote the recipe as to how to cook them like my sister cooked them. Here's her recipe for Rice Krispie Balls, 1983. Krista likes. She made little notes on her recipes. Krista's my sister. These were my sister's favorites. My grandpa, his name was GW. She's got a little note here. It says, "These are good. GW likes." It's some special candy. Some of the things in here just were ingredients. They didn't have instructions. They were just ingredients. 1983 caramel popcorn. Makes a lot. Again, another recipe. We're into the sweets now. This is fudge. My peepaw, her husband, GW, he loved fudge. Here is just ingredients. Doesn't tell you what to do with them. Vanilla ice cream recipe. This was a cake recipe that somebody gave her. Another pet milk pineapple upside down cake. Again, she snipped recipes from wherever she could snip recipes from. You can see there's a whole lot here. There's a German chocolate cake recipe from some baker's chocolate. These are fudge cakes from a cake box. Oatmeal cake. Coconut cake icing white. Lemon pie. Lemon pie was one of her famous. Lemon pie and cocoa pie or chocolate pie. We always had those. Pecan pie. Her little note says, could use a little more sugar. Pineapple pie by Jerlene, which is her sister. She made little notes on all of her recipes. This says, make sure to use self-rising flour, a little too much butter. So yeah, that's kind of her recipes. Every year for Thanksgiving, we would have Thanksgiving dinner at her house, and she made a list, like a grocery list of everything that we used. And so I have those lists. This is from 2003, from 2002, 2004, 2006. This is 2001, 2, and 3. It's everything that we had. Because, she pretty much did it all. So these were her grocery lists and all that. And then also in here, I've got some old, little hand cookbooks. Copyright 1937, copyright 1943. Again, these were in her drawer. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to show you guys this recipe book that I did. Mainly as a keepsake, not as a cooking utensil. It is. I keep it in my kitchen, but not that I use it. Mainly because a lot of her recipes are incomplete because she knew what she was doing. She just needed to jot down things here and there. So, anyways, I wanted to do a flip through with this to kind of show you how I've put together my Mimi's drawer, her recipe drawer. Hopefully it gives you guys some inspiration if you're working on a cookbook or a cookbook journal, or if you're thinking about preserving or trying to figure out how to preserve maybe your grandma's recipes or her handwriting, things like that. I basically just did a collage, a scrapbook collage. You know, it took a while to do all this, obviously, because it is so large, and I had to sort through and get all the savories up front and the desserts in the back and all that good stuff. But anyways, thanks for joining as I flipped through and spent some time with my Mimi, digging through her drawer in her kitchen. And yeah, hopefully it inspires you to create your own and preserve your own memories. Thanks so much.